Hello, I know it's been a minute. I'm a terrible content creator who can't keep a schedule. So let's do a full face while we catch up. What's new with you? I'll tell you what's new with me. Nothing. Nothing is new. And that's, there's no reason why I've taken a long hiatus. I just forgot. Ideas and plans really can go in one ear and out the other with me. This is the Bobbi Brown, what's this called? Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It's quite empty. I've used it quite a lot. So I have just been working. We went on our honeymoon. That's actually something that happened. We went on our honeymoon to Iceland. We went there for a week at the end of March and it was just incredible. We had the best time. If it's been on your list, I would say bump it up that list. It was the most incredible place ever. I mean, I couldn't speak more highly of it. We had the best time. We hired a car. We explored as much as we could within a week. So there's a lot of driving, but the drives are just so spectacular that it's so entertaining. So that was really good. That's been a real big thing. And if you're interested, there is on my Instagram, I have a highlight where I had all my stories. So go take a look. I do want to do more Iceland content. I want to talk about the accessibility of it. Okay, so for today's glam, I'm just going to go full glam. There's really not much rule in this. I'm doing it for a TikTok that I'm filming. Or a TikTok idea that I'm filming. So I thought I'd just walk you through just a very glam look. There's really no more theme than that, which is maybe disappointing. But this is my new foundation. This is the House Labs foundation, and this is in shade C74. Now, what I would say is it's quite pale. It's really good for winter skin, but I don't know if you can tell, but I've got a fake tan on because I'm just done with this weather. So I need to get some bronzing drops just to darken this up so I can wear it throughout the summer. I'm just using a damp blender to blend it out. You could use your fingers, you could use a brush, but right now I'm reaching for the sponge. Oh, another thing that happened is I got Gaga tickets. I am one of the chosen people. So that's happening in October and I'm so pumped, cannot wait. I got to see Gaga when she did her Chromatica ball. Me and my friend went to Dusseldorf for that actually, which was really, really fun. So to see her again and it to be in London is awesome. And I am absolutely obsessed with the album as well. I mean, who isn't, to be fair, right? I'm gonna put a little bit more on because as you can see, my pinkness of my cheeks is poking through. Maybe a bit too much then for my liking at the moment. So just gonna build that coverage up. We went for a walk yesterday because I really want us to do one of those multi-day hikes. But my fitness level isn't where, I would like it to be. I always think about this oh, my fitness isn't very good. Yeah, it's because I literally sit in this chair that I'm in right now all day, every day. I work from home 100% of the time. So yeah, my fitness levels aren't where they used to be. And that completely makes sense. So I'm going to try and make a bit more of a conscious effort to get my stamina up to do one of these walks, because I think that'd be really, really cool. One of those walks where you have your stuff on your back and you walk and stay in the B&B and then carry on the walk the next day. That's the vibe I want. So we went on this walk yesterday. And it's so interesting, right? Because everyone's idea of what easy is different. And this is something I really have to come to terms with when it comes to picking a walk. Because for me, easy is flat, relatively flat and a nice path. But for other people, easy's includes, a bit of scrambling up a hill, where that wouldn't be easy for me. That becomes difficult for me. So Graham, my husband, he picked a walk which was, called easy, good for children, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, again, easy and good for children walks doesn't necessarily mean anything in terms of accessibility, because children have a lower center of gravity, so it's easier for them to scramble up things. So this is something we are learning. So when it says easy, easy for who is the next question you should ask. Easy for who? Because not to say that I regret doing it. I don't. It was a difficult walk for me. It pushed me out of my comfort zone, and I would call it a medium to hard walk. And so I see these walks, you know, because we live near the Peak District. There are a lot of walks, and people go, "Oh my God, it's so easy." I'm like, yeah, easy for who? I once posted a TikTok about how I fell for this trap. How there was this easy walk in the peaks, just off the Monsell Trail, if you know where that is. And it looked really, really cool. And like all it was like, you know, easy walk to do, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, it's easy. It was not easy. There was so much scrambling up incredibly like wet and steep walls of stone. I mean, I guess maybe at one point they were steps, but they were no longer steps. And I was saying how, like that's something to be mindful of. Like, you know, easy for who? When walks or any kind of activity like that is listed as easy for who? And I got absolutely destroyed. I think it's probably one of my most watched and most commented TikToks where people were accusing me of wanting to flatten the Peak District, going like, well, I mean, a walk's going to have hills in it, what do you expect? I'm like, that's not what I wasn't complaining about the fact that there were hills or scrambling. I was more bringing attention to the idea that that walk was called easy, and easy is a subjective measure. That's what I was talking about. But people were claiming that, you know, call me every name under the sun, because obviously I'm fat, so people were hating on me for that. Being like that I was being unreasonable because I expected a walk to be easy in the peaks, a walk that was classified as easy. Anyway, but what was really funny about that is, you know, I posted that TikTok, got absolutely like ridiculed, abused, bullied in the comments. And the irony, right, is that people will come into my comments tell me that I need to exercise, I need to like go outside, I need to lose weight, etc, etc, etc. But as soon as I go, oh yeah, hey, I'm doing that, but this is something to be mindful of, people have a go at me for that as well. Because remember, they don't want me to lose weight, they want me to be punished for being fat to begin with. That's my little rant of the day. But yeah, when I posted that TikTok and I mentioned it, so many people slipped into my DMs to be like, oh, was it this walk? Because they had fallen for the exact same trap. And I'm like, yeah, it was that one. And I'd do that walk again, 100%, but I'd be a lot more prepared for what I was walking into. And that's the difference. Brows are done. This Charlotte Tilbury bronzer that I have not used in forever, and I thought, let's just give it a go, let's see how it feels on the skin. It's like one of these like creamy, can you see if I do this, creamy like bronzery stuff textures. I've got my friend's wedding in a couple of weeks and I'm a bridesmaid, and I've opted out of getting my makeup done by a makeup artist. So I need to make sure I know what I want my face to look like for that day. Actually, that looks really nice, no? That is just, I hate this phrase because they all say it, don't they? But that really has blended into the skin. Ooh, okay, that's a really good contender for the wedding. Yeah, I opted out of the makeup artist just because, first of all, I really love doing my own makeup, and no shade to makeup artists, but I have only ever had my makeup done once that I really loved, and that was for my wedding day, and we got to that face after 5 trials. I am picky when it comes to my makeup. I think a lot of makeup artists, and I don't know why, they really pale me up, and I have a natural, a very slight, don't get me wrong, a very slight but natural olive tone to my skin, and for whatever reason makeup artists love to like just take it out and grey me. Like, I've done a few modelling gigs where I truly think my complexion looks grey because of the tone they've given me. And so I feel like if you're someone who does your own makeup and like a lot, like me, then you know how your face best looks, and you know how you can get your face to a place where you feel most confident. So I said to my friend, who's the bride, I said, because, you know, she was very open, like, who wants to get their makeup done by the makeup artist? And I said, would you mind if I didn't? I just did my own on the day. And she was, no problem whatsoever. Same with my hair. Like, I'm not getting my hair done because, again, only I could do my hair my way. So I just need to kind of work. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should do a little series on getting my bridesmaid makeup to where the bride is comfortable. I've got this really gorgeous, she like, basically Gold gave us a colour palette, because we're all different sizes, we couldn't all just fit into the same dress. So we've been given a colour palette to find dresses that we like in that palette. So I had like a peachy tone, so I found that a bridesmaid dress from ASOS, which absolutely fulfills that brief, and she was really happy with it, so that's all that matters to me. And so I'm looking forward to having that. And then I went for like red accessories, just like a pop with the peach. I thought that could look really cute, and I thought for the lip as well, I'll do a bit more of like a rougey lip, not too like red in your face, but just a bit of colour. I think that'll look really, really pretty. And I've also, like, for the bridesmaid, because I needed a bag, I've hired a bag off her, Hurr. So, I didn't bring up the setting powder. And then I've just been obsessed with a sparkly eye of late. Like, obsessed. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe just with everything the way that the world is going, especially to remove a more conservative fashion and makeup, as well as obviously views. I've been leaning more into loud and obnoxious and sparkly makeup. So this is from Half Magic. This is their eye, their like eyeshadow, and this is in the shade ASMR, and it's just this gold. And literally it's the simplest thing. I have a few of this product in different colours, but this is my newest shade. And you just pop that on your lid, and you just have a bit of a shiny lid. How perfect is that? Very perfect. I just think that's so cute. And I know this might sound like an odd thing to say, but I truly think that's an everyday sparkle. I think you could wear that every bloody day. Every day. I do. This is the P. Louise like duo blush. This is from ages ago, so I don't even know if they do it anymore, but it's a really, I find it, I've completely gutted out my wardrobe and my dressing table and put like a load of stuff on Vinted. And I found these blushes again. I was like, oh my god, these are so good. So that's why we're wearing it. Now, I would use a setting powder right now, but I don't know where that is. I didn't bring it upstairs. And I don't even know if it's downstairs. It might be in one of my handbags. So I'm going to look a bit shinier than I wanted to. Maybe the spray will mattify up at the end, but we'll see. Also, another thing let's do this actually. This is a lip tint from Wonder Skin, and this is in the shade Romance. You just want that to dry down, and then you'll take it off. Also, in this dressing room tidy up, I found this Morphe like lash primer, and I was swearing by this a couple of years ago, so let's whack this on. I have a black mascara today as well, which is more of a rarity these days. I tend to like lean more towards brown mascara, brown liner, just because it's softer. That's some good lash game, no? This is the Vive mascara, and then the Morphe lash primer, and not bad at all. And then to take off, like a very natural lip color for me. Yay me. And then this is the Vive lip liner in Aphrodite. This is one of my favorite lip liner colors. Then I have this lime crime lip in Butterscotch. Isn't that so pretty? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, Hannah, that is so pretty. Thank you. It dries down super matte, and it's very long lasting, these lime crime ones. And then just to give a little bit of gloss, I've got the Hourglass Phantom Lip in Trace. Just tap this on. I wouldn't smear it. It doesn't work very well if you smear it. Right. Right. No. Absolutely. Hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble and do my makeup, and I'll talk to you all soon. I promise. I promise I'll be a bit more regular. Bye.